Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Xandierious and we are back in Magic Arena for another Singleton event. And yes, I know by the time this video comes out, the Singleton event is going to be over, but I want to show you my Lonely Esper deck because I've noticed that this Esper control build that I came up with works really well. It went 7-0, totally undefeated, and I just wanted to show it off, mainly because it's a lot of fun to play. And also, next time Singleton comes around, maybe this is something you can all build. So it runs stuff like Op and Revitalize, Radical Idea, and Chemist's Insight as card draw. A little bit of life gain in there, of course. Got Spell Pierce, Essence Scatter, Disdainful Stroke, Negate, Quench. A lot of counter spells. I got Search for Azcanta, of course. And then, even though I do run a lot of board wipes, I put in pretty much every board wipe in Esper, like Settle and Kaya's Wrath and Cleansing Nova and whatnot. I did leave room for plenty of win conditions this time. So this one will win faster than some other control decks you might have seen me play. And that's because of creatures in Orzhov, because of Afterlife. So if they die, I will get a 1/1 Flying Spirit. Of course, if Cry the Carnarian hits my creatures, then, well, it's not going to happen. But I have a good pile of cards here. You've seen me scrolling through them, and I'll scroll through some of the higher end stuff. We got Karn and Tez as win conditions. We got Teferi to piss them off with, and we got Mass Manipulation to take their stuff and use it against them. So that's the deck. It runs, I forget how many lands. Let's see, 24 lands. The tap and the check of each one, and then an Evolving Wilds. I didn't bother going for the gates or anything because I want to leave some of the actual land base here untouched. Too many tap lands isn't a good thing for us, and I've had pretty good luck with the land base as it is. So we're going to submit the Lonely Esper, and we're going to go in and hope to go undefeated again. That would be the best case scenario. Yeah, I've just had some nutty games, some nutty games. So let's see how we do in our first one, though. We have our opponent. We have our hand, which is a keep. We have an early game creature, which is pretty rare. I'm going to play out the check land first. That'll unlock all our colors by turn 2. Just like that. We'll get our creature out. They're going to think we're Esper mid-range, but then we will show them pretty quickly, probably pretty quickly, that we're not. We have some very good removal pieces for spot removal. We have Settle the Wreckage. We're going against a white aggro. It looks like they might not have... what am I trying to say? They might not have a good start here. Let's attack into this. It's fine by me. I could have played the black and unlocked Murder. That was a little bit of poor decision making on my part. So they take the trade here. That's fine. I get a little Afterlife flying creature. No big deal. I mean, losing a creature as a win condition can be a bummer, but at the same time, I don't really care. Now that's a creature that can be pretty annoying. They're going to outpace me in damage. That's alright, though. They don't seem to have quite a lot of stuff. They really don't. Alright. We're going to hit them from 1. And we'll take 2. I don't think I put Moment of Craving in here. That could be something that you could change. Okay. Trying to kill my creature. I think I let it resolve. No sense in countering that. That creature wasn't very important. We have plenty others that we can eventually get to. We have a Karn. See, that's worth countering. So that's gone. We got Cry of the Carnarium. I'll keep that, as they may try to establish their board in the next couple of turns. So we have that. We'll Chemist's Insight at sorcery speed to try and hit another land. There it is. Got Mass Manipulation. Very interesting card. We're gonna need 2 more blue and then lots of mana. Lots and lots of mana. Evolving Wilds will be nice. That will let us get another blue. I'll do that right now. Go get an island. It's going to come into play tapped, because that's how Evolving Wilds works. Alright. And I think I'm going to say go. If they don't want to play out more stuff, I might just cast down their creature. What are they going to do? Anything this turn? Pass the blockers. No combat trick. Alright, I'm going to cast it down just to get rid of it. So that's going to be dealt with. We have more cards in hand than the opponent, which is very nice. And we're going to kick it back to them. I might ditch the Settle the Wreckage. I don't know if I'll need it. I could ditch Cry because that does have issues. Ooh, okay. That's kind of a problem. I'll murder that right now. Just get rid of it. I don't want all their creatures getting double strike. And do I ditch the Cry or do I ditch Settle? I think we just let the draw happen and see what we get. That's plenty good. Let's tap a little better for it, though. Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, Cry is a sorcery anyway. So now me and my other creatures can have hexproof. Not that they can do too much to my creatures. Vraska's Contempt is looking pretty good. I think I can attack into this. I was just debating if I want a sorcery speed Chemisters. Go to the damage. I think I will. Let's get rid of Cry. Right? Right. Too late to turn back now. We have Settle. I don't know what they play. Yeah, here we go. I wanted to hit another land drop, and we did end the turn. We're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Not sure what the opponent's up to. One more land, blue land. And I'll unlock Mass Manipulation. Disdainful Stroke is nice. And yeah, I really don't mind chipping you away with my Shall I. Oh, I just realized they can't settle my Shall I because I have hexproof. That's right. They're going to need specific removal for her, which I don't even know if they have. They're top decking lands, so this looks like it might be GG here. Hollowed Fountain, we can let that come in play tap because Mass Manipulation is a sorcery. And yeah, we'll be able to steal their board and use it against them if they try to establish anything. And the turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can steal currently 3 things with Mass Manipulation. Alright, they kept another card in hand. Play another land. And we'll just chip away at them. I mean, if they try doing anything, they're pretty screwed. If they have cheap removal for Shall I, then I have to wait around a little bit. But for now, nothing. There's some sort of trigger that's holding me up. Could be Settle the Wreckage. They could have just tried to settle me and then realized that I have hexproof. I don't really know for sure. Okay. Looks like it's my turn again. Play out the land. We can steal 4 things with Mass Manipulation. They're dead in 2 more attacks after this one. There it is. Alright, they're going down to 5 life. Feels bad for them. They play another land, I really feel bad. I mean, yeah, go ahead. At this point, go ahead. So I can only steal creatures or planeswalkers. They have nothing to resolve, that's fine. My turn. Play out the island. I mean, this is pretty much it, opponent. This is pretty much it. You got 1 turn. You got 1 more of your turns to find a solution to my board. My board being one shall I. Sure, go ahead. No problem. No problem at all. Conclave Tribunal. Nope. That's a big nope for me. Is that it? Do you resign? Good game. Good game. I feel bad. I feel bad because our opponent got so terribly land flooded from their top deck. But we took our first control match win. Things are looking up for us. I might go 7-0 again. Anything is on the board. I could lose the next two. That would be terrible. Keeler loves you. Remember, people, when you're having a bad day, Keeler loves you. It's a fine enough hand. I'll keep it. I might isolate a Chapel first, because I don't have a turn 1 play anyway. I rarely do. They took a mulligan. They're deciding on another mulligan or their top deck scry. Let's see. Thank you, Keeler. They scried to the bottom, so whatever they saw they didn't need. So they either have a lot of lands or not enough. I'll just radical idea at sorcery speed. No sense on just hanging up triggers here. I could pretend like I have a counterspell, but I don't really care at the same time. I will do... Oh, they forgot to play a land? Really? Oops, or oops as in you kept a one-lander and scried a non-land to the... Oh my gosh, they kept a one-lander. That hand must have been super juicy. Let's see what they discard. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard Doom Dissenter. Oh, opponent, why? Why would you do this to yourself? Well, let's get Seraph the Scales out. It's a good creature to have. I can Eldest Reborn if they manage to get a little crapper out. I don't know. Oops. Yep, no, I get it. You can emote me all you want, but let's just move this game along. Oh my gosh. For real, opponent? Well, I'll do this, and I will get rid of the Golden Demise. I doubt I'm going to need it. Their board state is so terrible. Seal Away is a good replacement for Golden Demise. There we go. They get a second land. Graveyard Marshal. Sure. That can resolve. Pass, pass. I could kill it, but I'm not gonna. Spell Pierce, Binding. Well. I think I give her Vigilance. And I attack. And then I just say go. I'll seal away or cast down their Graveyard Marshal. Ooh. No, they don't have the mana for that. I'll just kill it. I don't know why it tapped my blue mana for that. It's a little bit annoying. We'll play that out. I could Eldest Reborn. I'm not gonna. So they're in trouble here, obviously. Why would they keep a one-lander? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, opponent. Why? Was your hand really that worth it? I don't know. All I know is that this was a sadly easy win. Let's see what they do with this turn here. Another land. Oh, good game. I am so sorry, opponent. So sorry. Well, that was a quick match. We already have 2 wins. We can get 3 more. And if I go 5-0 again, I get my 3rd copy of Galta. My first one I actually got off of my white Singleton aggro deck. I went 7-1. And then, like I said, I went 7-0 with this one. I'm going to mulligan that one. There's no blue, and blue is a pretty powerful color. We'll keep... I That lets me Golden Demise, but that doesn't let me unlock the white. I'm going to keep it just to have it. Hunted Witness. Off to a good start for the opponent. Alright. We'll get out the blue. Okay. We have a Syncopate. That might be useful. We might Syncopate something this turn just to keep them back from running us over. 1 damage. With a Mentor of the Meek. That's a big nope for me, dog. You're not getting easy card draw. Alright. Thought Erasure. Let's do that right now. See what we can take. Hieromancer's Cage is annoying, but the Tender Shoot would be back-breaking. We don't need that. Play out our land and say go. We currently are in pretty good standings. The only thing is, Tez, if I try to play... Ooh, no, no, no. Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Slimebind has to go away. Another land. It's just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, that doesn't help us enough. We need to find a kill spell for that Resplendent Angel. 1 more land. Oh, man. This is backbreaking. 1 more land and we're really in trouble. You can kill the Hunted Witness, but then they get a token. We might actually have a loss. We might have a loss here, people. We might have a loss. I know I've been talking up 7-0. 6, 9, 10, 11. Good game. They came out with a really strong aggro push, and I didn't have the support to keep myself alive, and their top deck was amazing. Top decking the Resplendent Angel and the Benelish Marshal just pushed it over the edge for me. On top of just getting mana screwed. I like the Thought Erasure. We have a Teferi, which is rare, of course, because, you know, 1-ofs. Drowned Catacomb. We'll play out the island. This can come in untapped. Then I'll Thought Erasure. Sweet, we find the white this time. Let me see that hand. Ooh, Zaptalpa! Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, that's one of the hardest cards for me to deal with. And if I'm going to push into the late game, I don't want to see it. Thrashing Bronodon is a little annoying. Not unmanageable, though. Okay. I don't have anything at the moment. Especially not for the Brano. Negate. That can get rid of a spell. I will not be able to Spell Pierce here. Golden Demise does not kill the Bronodon. So I think I'm going to say go. I'd like to get some spot removal. I have a lot of these really awkward cards that don't deal with enough things. So what do I get? I can get Teferi out next turn. Knight of Autumn. So if I play Teferi, what does that do for us? That can bounce one of their creatures, but then he dies. I can get him up to 5, which he'll die, but he'll do stuff. We'll do that. I mean, I think I need to preserve my life total. This will basically act as a way of skipping their... what am I trying to say? Hold on. They'll basically skip their combat in the sense that they're going to go for Teferi instead of my face. Watch. Watch it happen. There's 3. I mean, there's 4 and there's 3 to Teferi. So Teferi acted as a 5 mana, gain some life. Now if I get a island, nope. I was going to say if I get an island, I'm in business. I don't like how it's tapping, so I'll manually tap. Just like that. I have Disdainful Stroke, I have Spell Pierce, I have Negate. So if they try to play the cage, I can counter it. Rabid Bite. I mean, they have a lot of stuff. They can do two different ways of taking care of my creature. The cage gets a actually it gets a negate. I'll hold Disdainful Stroke. I know it's more situational, but it can counter a creature, whereas negate cannot. Doesn't really matter who I block because he'll die anyway, but they will not. So I might as well preserve my life as much as possible. Get some little flying crappers. Wouldn't be surprised if they Rabid Bite him. They don't. Okay. I don't like Vraska-ing something like that, but I mean, it's probably what I gotta do. Let's just see what they do. Pass to attackers. They're attacking. Pass to blockers. I'll block. Alright. What do you play? My turn, huh? We'll do this. What you got? It's exiled. Don't make it indestructible. Save your mana. Save your card. As much as I would love to see you blow your card in something silly like that. More blue mana is not what I need. Yeah, Golden Demise isn't going to save me. I'm one blue away from being able to mass manipulate the Thrashing Bronodon onto my side, though. So that's something interesting to think about. That'd be quite an expensive play for such a potentially low-value target. Love the artwork on this dinosaur. Like, these pirates are like, ahoy, we found... Holy shit, get out of here. Alright. Alright. We can murder the Bronodon now. I think I'll do that on their turn before I take damage. Actually, let's just make sure it doesn't go past my turn. I don't know what the opponent's thinking about. I'm going to murder it now because if they make it indestructible, at least it gets the +1/+0 on their turn and they're not able to hit me for 4. So there's the make a stand. Having negate would be pretty clutch here, but I don't have it. Could Spell Pierce it, but they have the money. Not the money. They have the mana to pay for Spell Pierce. Alright. So already it looks like I should not have pitched Disdainful Stroke or negate. I should have used the stroke. I can use that on Shall I, though. That keeps her out of this situation. And it looks like I'll be going down to 7. I would love to be in a spot where I can stabilize and not just be reacting to everything. Ooh. That feels bad, but I can do it. I mean, they could sacrifice the Thrashing Bronodon just to spite me. Yeah, looks like they're gonna. Well played, opponent. This is Singleton. Not like you have other Thrashing Bronodons, but maybe, just maybe, you prevent me from having City's Blessing. I mean, I do run Golden Demise. That does benefit from City's Blessing. So, that was my 7th permanent. And at long last, we get something that we might be able to use. I'm going to manually tap because if I get double... even if I get double white, I can't use Settle, but, you know, in theory. Alright. They're going to give us one or the other. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't give us Evolving Wilds. Because now they could have set us up for Sinister Sabotage. I do have enough for Mass Manipulation, so if they play something juicy, I will probably just snag it. They play a flower. Sure, go get a land. Go to get a forest or plains, thin out your deck. Make your top deck a little more potent. Gonna get a full rest. We have a syncopate, which is pretty useful. Do I want a Karnstruck? No. Not yet. I don't want a Karnstruct yet. I want them to give me good value. It's probably a tough choice for the opponent there. There we go. Like that. And I'm going to Chemisters right now. Search for his Kanta is really cool. Oh yeah, it is. I'd say it's worth playing. It flips on my upkeep. And whatever they play, I should, in theory, be able to deal with. In theory. If I pick up another white, I'll have enough mana for Settle. If I pick up another black, I can Golden Demise. Ooh. Can't be blocked by black creatures. Hexproof. It's not the end of the world, but that's a pain in the butt. I have a lot of things that deal with it, but we'll just see. Kanta will help me filter my top deck, though. This one time before flipping. Graveyard. Transform. Opt. Let's opt before I decide what to do. Quench is very nice. Well, maybe not this late in the game. Alright, that's... I think that gets it done. Right? 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's that. We'll minus Karn. Get the Cry back. Shocking myself is not ideal here, but it's kind of what I gotta do. 1, 2, 3. Do Cry the Carnarium. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Golden Demise. 6 mana to deal with the Vine Mare, but it's what I had to do. I can Syncopate for 1, I can Spell Pierce. I don't have enough for my creature. Let's just see what happens. Living on a prayer here. They top deck a land. Alright. I don't care about the land in my graveyard. So we'll plus on Karn. We need to get to some more heavy hitters. And there we go. They choose to give us Seraph of the Scales. Sure. Tap like that. And we'll play this. There we go. We don't have enough to revitalize, which is unfortunate. Maybe I should have revitalized, but I need to establish a board state and get a win condition going. We're down to 27 cards in our deck. I can Syncopate for 2. That's something to keep in mind. They can Rabbit Bite my creature, but then I get a flyer. And they have problems with flyers. Alright. That's fine by me. This time, for sure, I'm going to Revitalize. I need that life gain. There we go. That's a fine enough card to play. Let's make a Karnstruct. And I think that's all we're going to do for this turn. I'm going to send over our Seraph, which I forgot to give Vigilance. Well, it's a bummer, but it's not the end of the world, right? Let's see. Alchemisters on their end step if I have the mana open and ditch Spell Pierce. And turn. That would let us also go for the special ability on the Sunken Ruin of Azcanta. Resplendent Angel's a pain in the butt. That's going to go bye-bye. That's a heavy hitter for them because they would be able to pump it up. I could always steal it, of course, but I'd rather counter it. Pass, pass. My turn. Yeah, let's Chemisters. Discard Spell Pierce. We want Syncopate. What do we get? Seal Away and Shall I? Sweet. Alright. My turn. Draw ourselves a Plains. This will make it so we can't get settled. I'm going to make another Construct here. Like that. That way they can't chump block the Construct. We're going to give this Vigilance. And then we're going to send everyone over. If they resolve our attack step, we'll send everyone over. Otherwise, we'll wait. When it comes time to attack with Shall I, I'm probably not going to. Shall I is too risky to attack with. If they block this, it's whatever. I get a 1/1 flyer. I can go above their head. Yep. So they're realizing we finally stabilized, and they're in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble. I'll be able to, as content on their end step, we have 22 cards in the deck, so I don't worry about it. They might just concede here. Yep. We'll do that real quick. Just like that. What do we see? What do we see? We see an Eldest Reborn. I'll take that. My turn. There we go. Play out a land. Play out the Eldest Reborn. We'll make another Construct. And then we'll send everyone but Shall I into their face. Come on. I know this might seem like overkill, but I want to make sure I play out everything the way I need to. Alright, no Settle the Wreckage. No combat trick on Shall I, no nothing. Good night. Oh, that was a close one. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. But we pulled it out, and we're at 3 wins, which is my current recorded best, I think. I think both my other Singleton decks on this channel has gotten to 3 wins. Can I push past the 3-win curse? Is it a curse if I haven't been doing it for very long? I don't know. We'll play out the Swamp first. So I have something with double black in my hand. Ooh. Ooh. Essence Scatter, you say, huh? Oh, I have a feeling this might be useful this turn. No. No. No, it's not. I should have played my Afterlife creature. Now they're going to have something, of course, right? Right? Like Steel Leaf, something to make me... land getter. How much does that bother me? Yeah, that's really annoying. It's really annoying. Looks like they're doing alright on lands, though. I can Essence Scatter something. I thought about playing the Binding on it, but honestly, the Binding is probably best spent on something much scarier than this little crapper. If I block, I get my... Nah, I'm not going to block. It's fine by me. We can Teferi here. Yeah. We'll Teferi, and we will... Plus.
We need to move quickly.
Okay. No attacks. This time I will take the block. We'll untap like that. We don't really have anything to play with this untapped mana, but we can pretend. Alright, I don't care about them ramping at this point. Blanchwood's a pain in the butt, but they don't have trample. At least not yet. If they trample over and kill my Teferi, I will be sad. There's the attack. There's the little chumper. I get a flyer, which is going to be a pain for them to deal with. go. I'm going to search for a land and put it into play. Alright, they are mono green. Now what are they thinking of? Are they going to rabid bite my spirit? They might. Yeah, they do. Alright. No more chumps for there. We'll plus to fairy.
Keep up the pace.
No big deal. Play this, and then we'll let them play into the Settle the Wreckage. Maybe I should have radical idea'd, so I could have untapped the lands again. So, there it is. There's that. There's the Settle the Wreckage. I went for Settle as opposed to these because Settle guarantees that they get it gone, and I don't have to worry about... Ooh, nice, a board wipe. Yep, Tender Shoot. That is a big pile of crap. That's a big pile of crap. No thank you. Get out of here. I don't even want you anywhere here. We'll Radical Idea. Discarding this. I realize I'm doing this on my upkeep step here. We'll plus onto Fairy.
Let's skip to the good part.
Gets me that. I'll be able to untap as I see fit. I'll do that. I can flash this on the creature. That's also a pain in the butt, but that's no big deal. Resolve. Yeah, I think getting Teferi to 8 is going to be pretty important here. You know what? I'll let this damage go through.
I'm getting too old for this.
You're getting too old for this? Alright, if you say so. Oh no. Oh no, they're overextending. They're overextending big time.
Hold that thought.
Oh, I feel bad. Lay out my land. Then I'll Kaya's Wrath, destroy all the creatures, and it wouldn't surprise me if I see a big old scoop here. Yep. Yep. That's a feels bad moment for the opponent, although they do get the Palaka Worm, which is fine, they can have it. As long as they play nothing else like an Eldest Reborn. Yep. Let's plus the Teferi.
You know what?
We're at
I'm
8.
not done yet.
We'll be able to ultimate next turn. There's that. They're going to sacrifice their Palaka Worm. They get a card draw off of it at least. And I can Disdainful Stroke. We'll untap like this if the mouse wants to work. Oh yeah. That's a big nope. That's a big nope. That's a big nope for me. And Druid of the Cowl. Alright. My turn. You get to discard your nothing. And you concede because, yes, I am going to pop the Teferi Ultimate and use Tezzeret to exile your creature and everything you own. So we move on. This is the game. We either win it all or we lose it all right here. Well, we don't lose it all. We still get the special art duress, but since I already have the playset, it's basically just going to the vault. So it's more or less a lose it all. So getting the Galta would be very nice. I think we keep. Drawing a Karn. Since we don't have a turn 1 play, we'll play the tap land. Yep. Oh, that's not a good draw for us. Alright. So we'll see what happens here. The end of their turn. Well, they can't play anything for 4, so I might as well draw with my Radical Idea. Anytime now. So as soon as it lets me, I'll just Radical Idea, just like that. Hitting the land drop is useful. Okay. And the turn. I will probably Radical Idea and get rid of Ritual of Soot. So I don't see that being a useful card. I know Mass Manipulation really doesn't look useful either, but we'll see. We'll get rid of Soot. There we go. They left mana open for counter spells, so I do have to be careful. Godless Shrine comes in for our 4th land. I let it come in tapped. Yeah, this can come in tapped. That's no big deal. And I'm not in a rush for anything else. I want to resolve Karn. I want to resolve Shall I? But I don't think any of that's going to be a good idea. Sphinx of Foresight eats a big, fat, disdainful stroke 10 times out of 10. And guess what? It is time for Teferi. And we are going to +1.
Hurry!
We get an Ixalan's Binding. We will untap like this. We have mana for Negate open in case they try to do something funny. They seem to be running some sort of very odd mono blue. Here we'll plus on the Teferi. We find another land. If I resolve a Karn, I can back up. I'm going to resolve Shall I? I want hexproof. I want to feel a lot more safe. There's the stroke. Here's my negate. And do you have anything in response to that, opponent? They do. They have the Sinister Sabotage. Alright. Interesting how they prioritize that, by the way. I'll untap like this to make you think I have something, even though I don't. And you can probably guess that I don't, but that's fine by me. Settle the Wreckage is pretty much a dead card. Oh, what a pain.
No time for a break.
The Teferi's close to ulting. Yeah, I can't let them have that. And what's nice is I think if this binding goes away, I think it's my Teferi and it should come back to my side. I was a little afraid to play the Ixalan's Binding because I wasn't sure what it would think of that. Alright, they're going to get something here. They didn't have a counter when we played the Binding. What do they have here? They have a Thought Collapse. We have a Sinister Sabotage to back up Karn. So they're going to Thought Collapse. We're going to Sinister Sab and hope that they don't have anything else like a Spell Pierce. Eldest Reborn is kind of nice. Sure. This seems pretty legit. Let's make a Karnstruct to have just some sort of threat, even if it's a little shitter. They can bounce it if they want. Kind of glad I did that because Immortal Sun is going to shut down the Karn ability. It lets me get back Shall I, and it lets me be annoying, so I'm going to drop my Eldest Reborn. And then we'll attack. I'm afraid of what I'm going to see from the opponent with all this card draw. Do they have any creatures? They have the Sphinx in their graveyard. I think Shall I is a good pick, though, because I don't want them manipulating my board. Really? Primal Amulet? Am I going to be seeing a doubled up Nexus of Fate? You gonna try and loop me through a Nexus of Fate, bruh? Alright. Top decking our land. We still don't have enough for Mass Manipulation. We're 2 islands away, which is pretty cruddy. We'll get in our chip damage. In terms of who's going to deck first, it looks like it's definitely going to be them. Yep, that's all fine, except for it's not. It sucks I had to Ixalan's binding my own Teferi. Not having the binding for the Immortal Sun is a huge pain in the butt. Right now I just have 3 dead cards in my hand, pretty much. I wish I could contempt their Immortal Sun, but I can't. Wally Waffles. Throwing my deck through a loop with some sort of very, very bizarre... yeah. That's just going to be Vraska's Contempt immediately. Oops! Was that your win condition? Well, I can't get it back, that's for sure. My graveyard, I'm going to take Shall I. And then I'm going to start pinging you. End turn, go ahead, take your draws. You can mess with Shall I, but you can't mess with the Karnstruck now. At least not directly. What have you got? You've got a Tempest Djinn. That's annoying. Let's see if I can flash something on it at the end step. Oh, this would be epic. Please. Please don't have anything. Ah, they have the negate. Alright. Okay, you get it. Does that flip the amulet? I think it might. Alright, they'll be able to double up any spell that they cast with that now, which is going to be a royal pain in the butt. And I need to figure out a way to get rid of the Tempest Djinn or have them deck themselves. I'm still 2 blue mana away from mass manipulation, but I do have enough to settle. They're playing a white. Oh, that was a mistake. There it is. There's the blue. They're going to double something. Where are they going to double? Some card draw? They're looking at Shall I. Looked at their own Immortal Sun. What are you thinking about, opponent? Drawing a lot of lands. That's what you're thinking of. Okay. Yep. And there's the City's Blessing. So they just drew 6. They're at 18. I mean, they have me in terms of sheer damage output, but their deck is getting pretty thin. There's the Siren Storm Tamer, which is a huge issue for trying to get rid of the Tempest Djinn. I basically need a hard board wipe, which is very unfortunate for me because that means my Shall I is going to go away. This could be how I lose, people. This could be it. We'll see. My turn. What do you discard? Probably a lot, right? Gonna mess with the Scorpion while you do that. I don't know if there's anything else on the sides I can mess with. Well, an island. That gets me closer to, yeah, it gets me closer to what I need to do, I guess. Settled Wreckage can make the Merfolk Trickster. Oh, what a pain in the neck. They're going to be resolving a lot of damage. Yep, that's fine, that's fine. We'll be resolving 13 damage, 14 damage. You've got to be kidding me. I have to hope that they don't have... Well, they have Siren Storm Tamer, but let's see if they know that it can counter settle. There's the attack. There's all that. Resolve. And settle. Do they know? Do they know they can counter it with Siren Storm Tamer? They just have a cancel in hand, so they're going to do that. Alright. Well, I'm going to block one of your 3/3s at least. And I think that's game. Oh, no. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this. Golden Demise. Oh. Sad music plays. That only gets rid of the Siren Storm Tamer. So, I'm dead on the board here. They have a counterspell. This would not be hung up like that if they didn't have a counterspell. I mean, I can hit them for 3. They don't ever block with the Jin. Might as well, right? Let's scare them a little bit. Oh, no. Good game. You win. Patient rebuilding. A little bit of everything in that deck, huh? Well, I can't believe I was run over by a mono blue deck in a Singleton event. You would think that all the benefits of running other colors would be helpful, but it was not. Golden Demise and Cry of the Carnarium looking pretty terrible throughout all the matches. Maybe I cut them. Cut one or both. I don't know. But that was the Esper control deck that has been doing surprisingly well. And I really wanted to show it to all of you. I hope you really liked it. Furthermore, if there's any other decks you would like to see played, leave a comment down below and I will try to play it. But until then, I will catch you on the flip side. Bye!